Namo Buddhaya. Namo Dhammaya. Namo Sangha. Bodhicitta prayer, Phá Bodhi Tâm, Phá Bodhi心. Rāñ jö dāng zō jö nāng lā, chāng jö bā dō dāng nē yā sō shē, nā jē chēn sō jē gā sō nāng jē, rā lā bāñ jē sāng jē rō bā shē. For immeasurable, I drew in Tibetan, you can draw in English or Vietnamese. Chön chö dāng chö dōng ā dāng, dōng ā jē gyō dāng dā wā gyō jē. Chön chö dāng chö dē wā dāng, dē wē gyō dāng dē bā gyō jē. Sanja danja dunga mebe dewa dhamma jawa guruja. Sanja danja nyeryan jata nyedanja we danyola neba joja. Okay. So this Heart Sutra teaching, as I explained before, Heart Sutra is a condensed sutra, a very, very tiny sutra, but it contains all the Buddha's teaching of 84,000 gifts of Buddha's teaching and practice contained in this Heart Sutra. And this Heart Sutra is the teaching that directly let you enter into the very heart of Buddha, very heart of you, and very heart of all the beings, and very heart of all the universe. And this teaching helps us to understand who we are, where we're coming from, what is the purpose of life, why you are here, and where you are going. Yeah. Once you understand this teaching, it will not only make you bad person as a good person, it will make the dead person alive. It will make a dead person alive. And those who wish to have a wisdom in their life, then this teaching brings you to the highest wisdom, the highest wisdom. So this teaching brings you the peak of the Mount Everest wisdom, conscious wisdom. And this teaching is the answer to all of your life questions. It's the answer. And this teaching is the key to open the gate to all the possibilities, all the possibilities. This teaching is the way of life also. Once you understand this teaching, you know how to lead a very healthy and joyful life. And it is a tool for you to realize your full potential, to realize your full potential. And this teaching will once you understand this teaching will help you to open your heart and mind. Open your heart and mind. Once you understand Heart Sutra's teaching, even if you don't want to open your heart and mind, you will open heart and mind. You have no choice. You have no choice. You will not remain narrow, stubborn minded, huh? Yeah. So once you even if you don't understand Heart Sutra, just reciting Heart Sutra, it carries a great the benefit of purification, accumulation of merit. And leave a strong imprint on your consciousness, or a strong seed on your consciousness that later on, sooner or later, will sprout out. It's just a matter of time, okay? When you chant Heart Sutra, it's not just chanting. When you chant Heart Sutra, you are making the heart of Buddha alive in you. You're making the heart of the Buddha alive within you, whoever chanted. So this Heart Sutra is the path. There are two paths, right? External path, internal path. This is the internal path. So this internal path, the Heart Sutra is an explanation of how you go journey on your internal path. So understand Heart Sutra. Heart Sutra composed of 4 points. 4 point. First point is the title. Second point is paying homage. Third point is background history of the Heart Sutra. Fourth one is the meaning of Heart Sutra, actual meaning. So yesterday I explained the place of Paschaparamita Sutra. Inconceivable, inexpressible Panchaparamita, unborn, unceasing by nature like the sky, experienced by self-reflexive awareness, discerning pristine cognition, mother of the victorious one of the 3 times, a make of sense. So that's we finished. Then paying homage to the perfection of wisdom, the blessed mother. So there's a paying homage homage to the perfection of wisdom, the Blessed Mother. So here, we pay homage to the perfection of wisdom. So this Heart Sutra, the main teaching of the Heart Sutra is the perfection of wisdom. Perfection of wisdom. This perfection of wisdom is the highest wisdom. It's the wisdom of Buddha. It is the Dhammakaya. It is the very center of our being, very core of our being. So that called perfection of wisdom. Once you have that wisdom, you are perfect. Once you have wisdom, then you realize you are perfect. You become perfect in the sense that okay, now they are alive. So once you enter into that wisdom, you become perfect. You become perfect, meaning that in the past you are not perfect. Now you become perfect. No, you realize you are perfect. You realize in that wisdom, it's emptiness. In emptiness, you are perfect. What is that?
Xin lỗi mọi người là mình có vấn đề mà một chút với mạng internet đó hả? Mọi người chờ một xíu ạ. So sorry everyone, we have the problem with the internet connection, so please patience while we trying to fix.
Okay. Can you hear me now? Okay, huh? Yeah. You show me you need to response, okay? You have to be responsive. Okay. So I know you you did not hear my teaching for almost 5 minutes. Okay, 2 minutes. Okay. Then I'm going to rewind. So make sure you are not missing anything. Okay. Yes. So this this Heart Sutra is the highest wisdom of Buddha. The peak of the Mount Everest wisdom. So once, yeah. So once you understand that wisdom, once you experience that wisdom, then it will bring you the peak of the Mount Everest. And then when you look down from the peak of the Mount Everest, you see everything clearly. So this Heart Sutra, when we reached praise of Pashaparamita, we finished, and then Heart Sutra begins with the word homage, paying homage to the professional wisdom, the Blessed Mother. After the praise and title, now second point, homage to the professional wisdom, the Blessed Mother. Okay, so the homage, we pay homage to the professional wisdom. What is the professional wisdom? That I said the highest wisdom of Buddha. So once you enter into that wisdom, once you enter into that, what is the highest wisdom of Buddha? Realizing the emptiness. Wisdom realizing the emptiness. That's the highest, the wisdom. Why is it called the highest wisdom? Because that wisdom is the wisdom realized the ultimate nature of all the world and all the universe and all the being, all the phenomena. That's the ultimate wisdom. Is there a wisdom beyond that wisdom? No. Is there a wisdom that higher than this wisdom? No. Is there any wisdom that surpasses this wisdom? No. That is the final. That is your innate form. Your innate form. So one, that wisdom called perfectional wisdom. Why it's called perfectional wisdom? Because once you enter into it, enter into the emptiness, you realize you are perfect. You realize you are complete. You realize you are full. You realize you are not missing anything. Complete. But in samsara, in life, when we live, we feel incomplete. We feel we're missing something. My body is not perfect. My partner is not perfect. My wealth is not perfect. My health is not perfect. My knowledge is not perfect. You see? And then all this world makes you imperfect. They say you are imperfect. If you don't have this, then you are imperfect. Huh? If you don't have this house, you are imperfect. If you don't have this iPhone, you are imperfect. You know, world out there designed for you to make you feel you are incomplete. That's why when you live in samsara, when you live on peripheral, on the surface, when you live on the surface, when you live on the appearance level, yeah, you're bound to feel you are imperfect. You're bound to feel something is missing. You're bound to feel something needs to be added into your life. But once you enter into this perfection of wisdom, once you enter into the emptiness, in emptiness experience, you're perfect, you're complete, you're full. That's why that wisdom realizing emptiness called perfection of wisdom. Perfection of wisdom. So many people told me, when they chant Heart Sutra, they feel great peace, great satisfaction in that moment, in that recitation. Even just by reciting it with wholehearted. Now, because just by chanting takes you one step closer to the wisdom of Buddha. Chant 2 times, taking 2 steps closer to your innate home, closer to your heart. So that's a perfection. That's a perfection. So the homage to the wisdom, the blessed mother. That wisdom is called the blessed mother. Why the wisdom of the Buddha, the perfection wisdom, the highest wisdom called blessed mother. Here they call blessed mother But in Sanskrit, it's called Chomden Dhamma. Bhakavan. In Sanskrit, it's called Bhakavan. In Tibetan, it's called Chomden De. Chomden Dhamma. Chomden Dhamma. The English, they just call the blessed. But English cannot convey the full meaning of the Bhakwan Sanskrit. That wisdom called Bhakwan, that wisdom in Tibetan called Chomde De. So what is the meaning of Bhakwan? Chomden De. Blessed, in English, blessed. So that wisdom, that Buddha called, normally we refer to that wisdom, that is the Buddha. It's Bhakwan carries the three meanings, three characteristics of that wisdom. Three characteristics. Once you have that wisdom, you have three characteristics. What three characteristics? Once you enter into that wisdom, you achieve, you gain three qualities. The first one is called, Bhakwan is called removing all the obscurations. Removing all the obscurations. So once you enter into the emptiness, then your shortcomings, your negative karma, your obscurations, negativities drops one by one. Drop one by one from your mind, from yourself. So that the first quality that you experience is removing all the obscurations. That's the first meaning of Bhakwan and Chomden De. So the second meaning, Chom Den De, three. Tibetan has three meanings. Chom means removing all the obscurations. Den means possess. Or you possess. You possess what? You possess 5 wisdoms. You possess unconditional love, compassion, and power. You possess feeling of complete, feeling of wholeness. You possess full awakening. Possess. Second, possess all the qualities. Then possess all the qualities. Then the third one, meaning, that means transcend. Transcend both samsara and nirvana. Transcend both samsara and nirvana. So that professional wisdom, Buddha wisdom, have these 3 characteristics, these 3 qualities. That's why it's called Bhakwan Sanskrit, Chomden De in Tibetan. In English, they just translate like blessed. That's the mean, blessed. And then this called Blessed Mother. Blessed Mother. That's called Blessed Mother. Because why this called Mother? Because once you enter into that wisdom will give birth to you of full enlightenment. That wisdom will give birth to you as a Buddha. You're reborn as a Buddha. That wisdom will help you to die. In order to reborn, you have to die. Who died? Ego must be died. Self-grasping must be died. Self-cherishing thought must be died. So once you enter into the emptiness, you don't need to, once you enter into that emptiness, then ego will disappear. Self-cherishing thought will disappear. Self-grasping will disappear. And then you're born as the Buddha, fully awakened, right? That's why it's called Mother. Okay? Mother. That wisdom calls Mother. So that's the second point. Being Heart Sutra consists of 4 points. Title, praise. Second, homage. Homage, we finished. Then the third one, background history of Heart Sutra. How Heart Sutra came into being. How Heart Sutra started. So the so we are talking here the Heart Sutra, how background history. The third point, So I read in English first. Heart Sutra start the third point. Actual Heart Sutra, not the actual. The third point. The background history of the Heart Sutra. I read it for you. Thus, I have heard at one time. The Blessed One was dwelling in a Rajgir, or mass vultures mountain, together with the great assembly of monks and the great assembly of Bodhisattva. At the time, the Blessed One was okay. Okay, that is the background history. That is the background history of the Heart Sutra. Yeah, did you read this in Vietnamese? Okay, so this Heart Sutra is saying these lines saying what Heart Sutra background is explaining you the how Heart Sutra's background of saying that who is the 4 point, the speaker of the Heart Sutra. Speaker. who teaches this Heart Sutra. Second point here in the background explanation of the background here of Heart Sutra composed of 4 points. Okay, the speaker of Heart Sutra. The second, the time of Heart Sutra teaching come into being. The place where Heart Sutra delivered. And the fourth, to whom the Heart Sutra delivered. So the background history explain that. So the speaker who teaches this Heart Sutra, who is the speaker? Is the Buddha. It's the Buddha. Precise speaking, Buddha Shakyamuni. The fourth Buddha Shakyamuni. So the Buddha Shakyamuni is the main, the speaker. So Buddha Shakyamuni called Buddha. Buddha, Tibetan called Sangye. English, full awakening. As many of you, that Buddha himself proclaimed, I am the awakening. So one day, was with all his community passing through the village, and then sit on the river bank. So one person came up to, non-Buddhist came up to him and say, are you a God? Buddha said, I'm not a God. Then he posed second question. Are you a messenger? No, I'm not a messenger. Are you the Masul? No, I'm not a Masul. And then who are you? Yes, you know. Then who are you? I'm fully awakened. I'm fully awakened. You see? So the fully awakened from the nightmare and sleep of ignorance. Awakened from the nightmare and sleep, deep sleep of ignorance. Awakened to where? Awakened to the full wisdom. So that speaker is the Buddha. So we read this. Buddha speaks this Heart Sutra. So let me explain this background history. Thus I have heard at one time. Thus I have heard. Who have heard? Who is I? Thus I have heard. I refer to Ananda. Ananda is the Buddha's attendant. Most of the time, Buddha spent most of the time with Ananda. Ananda spent most of his time with the Buddha. He is always with the Buddha. So Buddha, Ananda said, so during the Buddha time, the Buddha's teaching is not recorded in writing, no. During that time, during Buddha's time, is the recorded teaching that Buddha read and teach? No. This Buddha's teaching is coming from his own experience. And then the student, disciple, they don't write it down. They don't write it down. And during that time, there's no luxury of recording into the tab, recording into the disk, recording into the hardware. No, there's no any such things. It's just oral transmission from mouth to mouth, from mouth to mouth. But Ananda, who spent Buddha's, he almost received all of Buddha's teaching. All of Buddha's teaching, Ananda received. So the Ananda says, thus I have heard. Who? Ananda says, at one time I have heard. It's Ananda heard. Then Ananda later on, he called the council and they delivered this Heart Sutra. He delivered. And then Heart Sutra put into writing. So even though the Ananda later on pass it through his memory, because he heard Buddha say, he said, I heard Buddha said this. So it looks like Ananda's words. It looks like the speaker is Ananda, but real speaker of this Heart Sutra is Buddha. Buddha's words, there are three kinds of Buddha's words. It's a Buddha's word. It's not Ananda's word. Buddha just used the Ananda. So Buddha's words, there are three kinds of Buddha's word. Buddha's direct word, Buddha's blessing word, Buddha's permission word. Permission. So the Buddha's this background history and this Ananda said, but Buddha gave the Ananda a permission to pass it. When Buddha passed away, Buddha gave the permission. Buddha entrusted the Ananda to preserve, carry on, and promote and pass down that Buddha's teaching to Ananda. That's why this is Buddha's words. Ananda received this. permission. So it's the Buddha's word. So who is the speaker? Buddha. That's I have heard at one time. One time refers to when? When Buddha was after Buddha, when at the age of Buddha, 57 years old, Buddha teach the Heart Sutra. Buddha teach the Heart Sutra after he finished displacing all of his miracles in the place called Rajgir. Rajgir. Rajgir is near Bodh Gaya. Near Bodh Gaya. If you have been to Bodh Gaya, you know the Rajgir. Buddha displayed all of his miracles in Rajgir place, and the Buddha heading towards the Vulture's Peak. To teach the Perfection Wisdom Sutra. So during that time, Buddha, age 57. Okay, the time the Heart Sutra delivered. And the place where the Heart Sutra delivered. So this place, that I have heard at one time, blessed one refers to Buddha, was dwelling in the Rajgir on Mass Vulture Mountain. Place is Mass Vulture Mountain. This mountain called Vulture Mountain. Buddha will give the Heart Sutra teaching. That mountain is called Vulture Mountain. It's near Bodh Gaya, 2 hours from Bodh Gaya. So that mountain is called the Vulture's Peak, Vulture Mountain. Why it's called the Vulture Mountain? Where the Heart Sutra teach by Buddha first time. Because when Buddha teach, not only the monks and nuns and human Theravada practitioner and many lay people, but also came many bodhisattvas, on that mountain. Bodhisattva not only from this part of the world, but bodhisattva from all the universe come to receive that Heart Sutra teaching. The bodhisattva that come, many of bodhisattva that come from the other universe, they come in the form of a vulture. They come in the form of vulture. So when Buddha teach, so this the mountain covered with a vast amount of vulture. That's why it's called, that place is called Vulture's Peak, Vulture's Mountain. That's the place, the third point. And with the great assembly of monks and great assembly of bodhisattvas, that to whom Buddha teach this Heart Sutra, explaining to whom Buddha teach this Heart Sutra. Assembly of monks and the great assembly of bodhisattvas. So that here, monks, during that time, most of the monks are Theravada monks. And many lay people, Bodhisattva from this part of the world and Bodhisattva from many universes came to receive the very precious teaching. So under such circumstances, under such four excellent circumstances, the speaker was excellent. The speaker, second, the timing, excellent. Third, excellent, the place. Fourth, excellent, the disciple. So under such circumstances, then Buddha preached the Heart Sutra. So that is the background history of the Heart Sutra. After that, then the actual Heart Sutra. Okay. Oh. So maybe I explain that this. This is a explanation of the common explanation of the background history of Heart Sutra. Here, then followed by the uncommon background history. No, we have not yet reached to the actual uncommon background history of the Heart Sutra. At that time, the Blessed One, you look at the Heart Sutra, okay? At that time, the Blessed One, who was absorbed in the concentration of the countless aspects of the phenomena, got a profound illumination. So that is the background history. Uncommon background history. First one is common, that everybody knows that. During that back then, everybody knows. A teacher is the Buddha. Buddha teach at the age of 57 on a virtual speak, and they saw to whom all the followers they say. Everybody knows this during that time. But this one is uncommon background history. Not everybody knows it. Only special Bodhisattva and close disciple knows it, like Ananda. At that time, the Blessed One was absorbing in the concentration of the countless aspects of the phenomena called profound illumination. Profound illumination. So then, during that, Buddha teach the Heart Sutra. Buddha teach from his mouth, like just like the teacher teaches nowadays. No. In some sutra, it says that since Buddha achieved enlightenment, until Buddha passed away, Buddha did not speak any words. Some say Buddha did not speak any words. But all his followers are satisfied. Can you hear me? Can you hear me clearly and loudly? Okay. Okay. Yeah. So where you here? So we just finished the common background history of the Sutra. Now we are reached to the uncommon background history of Heart Sutra. So Buddha say at that time the blessed one. So I read the uncommon background history of Heart Sutra. At that time, the blessed one was absorbed in the concentration of the countless aspects of phenomena called the profound illumination. So that Heart Sutra, that the first one is common one because everybody knows during Buddha give this Heart Sutra teaching, everybody knows the who is speaker and the timing and the place and to whom the follower, they all know it. Everybody knows it. So that's why it's called common. So uncommon background history of the Heart Sutra. Why it's uncommon? Because it's not everybody knows it. Only those high level of Buddha's student, especially those who knows what knows the Buddha's experience, like a high level of Bodhisattva and Arhat, like Ananda. Ananda knows this. Most of them, they don't know. Yes. So when during Buddha give teaching, how Buddha give Heart Sutra teaching? Buddha stayed in the meditation. Buddha absorbed into the concentration on emptiness. By absorbing in the concentration of the emptiness, by remaining in the deep state of meditation on emptiness, then Buddha delivered this Heart Sutra. So you see, when Buddha give teaching, Buddha did not teach from his mouth. Not like now. The teacher teaches the students, teacher teaches through verbalization. If teacher did not teach through a words, the student don't understand. And teacher also cannot teach. You see? Nowadays, teacher to teach has to verbalize. If not, teacher cannot teach, student cannot understand. But the Buddha, in some sutra, saying that since Buddha achieved enlightenment, until he died during 45 years, Buddha did not speak any words. Buddha did not speak any words. Buddha did not speak any words, but all his followers got the answer, satisfied. He received teaching. You see, through the power of the Buddha, through the blessing of the Buddhas, through the power of the truth, when you open, then You see the teaching. The sound coming into your ears. The appearance appears into you. When you sleep, you receive the message in the dream. But when you look at the Buddha, he's not speaking. He's remained great silence. He remained great silence. That's why it's called the great teaching is no teaching. No teaching is the great teaching. And the Dhammapada says, teaching is not teaching. No teaching is the teaching. So when you close to the highly realized being like Buddha, you receive your answer. Just being close to the master. Like me, like Chodan Rinpoche, he's the man of great few words, great silence. When you close to him, your needs are delivered. When your heart and mind open up in the presence of great master, even did not give teaching verbally, you receive. Like Chodan Rinpoche, I have but if your heart and mind is not open, even you physically go close and you live in the presence of him, you don't receive teaching. When you ask the question and the teacher did not give you the answer, master did not give you the answer, then you feel nervous, So during that time, Buddha gave the Heart Sutra teaching. How Buddha give? Buddha went absorbed into a concentration in a meditation, Buddha. In a deep meditation called the concentration of the countless aspect of phenomena. Means Buddha entered into the ultimate nature of the phenomena. Ultimate nature of the countless phenomena. That is emptiness. And Buddha went in the deep meditation on emptiness. That emptiness called the profound illumination is here, you see. It's called the profound illumination. Why it's called profound illumination? When you enter into the meditation on emptiness, it's called why it's called profound? Because when you enter into emptiness, you achieve the profound achievement. You attain the profound. You attain the profound meaning and purpose of your life. you attain profound liberation from samsara. You entered into the profound deep inner peace. You reach to the depth of your being, very core of your being, very depth of your being, very center of your being. That's why it's called the profound, the profound. And then this emptiness called the illumination, profound illumination. So when Buddha entered into that emptiness, then the Ananda saw the light emanated from Buddha's heart. When we did meditation on emptiness, the light emanated from Buddha's heart and traveled to the whole universe. Illuminate the universe. The clear over the universe during that time. That's why it's called the profound illumination. So that the uncommon background history. Now after that, the fourth point is the actual meaning of Heart Sutra. Actual teaching of Heart Sutra. So actual teaching of the Heart Sutra, actual teaching of Heart Sutra composed of 4 points, consists of 4 points. Heart Sutra. First point, actual meaning. First one, the questions asked by Shariputra. The second, the answers given by Avalokiteshvara. Third point, approved by Buddha. Fourth is followers understand the message, understand the Heart Sutra, and take into the heart. So that's the Heart Sutra. The meaning that I'm going to explain into 4 points. So I repeat it again. The questions asked by Shariputra. The answers given by Avalokiteshvara. The approval by Buddha. Followers understand Heart Sutra and take into the heart. So the first one is the question asked by Shariputra. So I read from them. At that time, also the superior Avalokiteshvara, the Buddha, the great being, was looking perfectly at the practice of profound perfection of wisdom, looking perfectly at the emptiness of the existence of the 5 aggregate through the power of the Buddha. And the Venerable Shariputra said to the superior Avalokiteshvara, the Bodhisattva, the great being. Okay. It looks like we have not yet reached to the actual, still uncommon background. I'm finishing here. We are having unfinishing business, huh? The more I read, the Heart Sutra getting longer and longer and longer, huh? Heart Sutra supposed to more you chant it, the more you close to the end. No, further taking me further. Okay, we are still on the uncommon background. At that time, also the superior Avalokiteshvara Goswami, the great being, was looking perfectly at the practice of the profound perfection of wisdom, looking perfectly at the emptiness of inherent existence, also of the five aggregate. So the power of Buddha, the Venerable Shariputra, said to the superior Avalokiteshvara Bodhisattva, the great being. Okay. So at that time also when Buddha was when Buddha gave Hasura teaching how Buddha went into a deep meditation on emptiness. When Buddha went deep meditation on emptiness, at that time, many Bodhisattvas also went into deep meditation on emptiness, including Avalokiteshvara. So at that time, Avalokiteshvara also absorbed into a deep concentration in meditation on emptiness of five aggregate. Emptiness of five aggregate. So the great Bodhisattva, Avalokiteshvara, Buddha of compassion, Kuan Yin, Kuan Am, is the manifestation of the compassion and love and bodhicitta of all the Buddha. It appears a Bodhisattva, but in reality, Avalokiteshvara is a Buddha. Avalokiteshvara is a Buddha, but appears in the form of a Bodhisattva. So at that time, the superior Avalokiteshvara. So the Avalokiteshvara Bodhisattva, why Avalokiteshvara called superior? Because Avalokiteshvara realized the emptiness directly. That's why it's called superior Bodhisattva, superior Avalokiteshvara. Bodhisattva not necessarily realize the emptiness directly. But Avalokiteshvara realized the emptiness directly. That's why it's called superior. The Bodhisattva has a great when Bodhisattva is a person of great, motivated with a great love and compassion. When you work for the other sentient being, they are very courageous. They have a lot of energy to work for the other sentient beings. Their heart and mind are big. When you go to help others, they have a tremendous courage, inner strength, and energy. When they go to help, they go to help with full strength. Nothing can hold back them. That's the Bodhisattva. A great warrior that can endure all the difficulties and hardships for serving other people, other beings. So the superior Avateshwara, the Bodhisattva, the great being, looking perfectly at the practice of profound professional wisdom, looking perfectly at the emptiness of the inherent existence of the five aggregate. So Avateshwara was also in the deep meditation on emptiness, emptiness of five aggregate. The five aggregate, this we have five aggregate, right? All beings have as the five aggregate. So normally what we do, Bodhisattva Avateshwara is met in the emptiness of the inherent existence of the five aggregate. That means Bodhisattva gone beyond the attachment to our first aggregate body. You know, we have a great grasping attachment to our body. Right? So now when you look closely, how our pain, suffering coming from? It's a grasping at our five aggregate. We can't let go of our body. We attach too much. Not only attached, many obsessed with the body. Obsessed with the body, You could go through many weird operations, just lately I heard, in order to make the body perfect, See? So then when you understand the ungraspable, unattachable, when you look closely at our body, when you open your eyes clearly, see the body clear, then you know there's nothing to grasp, there's nothing to cling to our body, there's nothing to grasp to our body. There's something beyond our body. We're not our body. So body is not inherently existent. Body is not real. Real in the sense of where it appears. It appears as a very solid independent. But when you go beyond your body, when you look close to your body, then you reach to the emptiness of the body. And also same, if we don't attach to our body, then we attach to our feeling. Second aggregate. You say, I hate you, I love you. Not really I hate you and love you. You really hate, you really love your feeling, good feeling. You really hate your bad feeling. It's your feeling. You're you're attached to your feeling. And it looks like you are hating somebody or you're loving somebody, but in reality, you're hating or loving to your feeling. That's very clear, huh? Because we cling to our feeling. That's why our mind is constantly disturbed with this feeling. Our feeling never let our mind live in peace. When you say, your partner, please leave me alone, please leave me in peace. It's not the partner. Actually, internally, what you're saying, please, my feeling, leave me in peace. You know, who makes you disturb your feeling? It disturbs you. Your feeling disturbs your mind. Other people cannot disturb your mind or feeling unless you allow them. Huh? But when you go to the feeling, where's this feeling of pleasure, feeling of pain, feeling of this? When you look closely, it's just a bubble. It's just a bubble. It's just a bubble. It comes and goes. It comes and goes. No need to attach. When you look closely, you're feeling, when you feel sad or feel love, feel happy, feel joy, feel depressed, whatever. You just look closely. Just look closely how you feel. Just look closely. Then you realize that before you feel this feeling is very strong. You say, I feel very strong, right? Very strong. Before you meditate, before you look at the feeling, you feel my feeling is very strong. I hate him very strong. I love that person very strong. But when you close your eyes to look at the feeling, then feeling, it's just a bubble. It's just the dream. You don't find anything. Then you reach to the emptiness of feeling. When you enter into the emptiness feeling, then your feeling will not disturb you. Your feeling will not disturb you. So Avalokiteshvara entered into that emptiness of feeling, the second aggregate. The third aggregate is discrimination, right and wrong. Our feeling coming from where? Because of discrimination. He's right, he's beautiful, he's perfect, he is that and this and this. Your discrimination. Oh, he is right today. He looks very handsome today, very attractive, very perfect today. And then you love him today. Tomorrow you found out he is such a imperfect. He's not my type of person, huh? He's not my cup of coffee, huh? Oh, yeah. So this discrimination, your feeling comes from your discrimination. Oh, you're projecting, huh? You're projecting. So you go look at your discrimination of right and wrong, perfect and imperfect, good and bad. Well, this brings your emotion, and the emotion disturbs you. So you look at your discrimination attitude. Why you discriminate? How you discriminate? There's no ground. There's no ground. So that, okay, when you go beyond that, that is the emptiness of the third aggregate, the discrimination thought. Now, Avalokiteshvara went into that emptiness of the third aggregate, the discrimination thought. So discrimination thought will not disturb Avalokiteshvara because he went beyond it. He stayed in the emptiness of the inherent existence of the discrimination thought. You see? Mm. And then the fourth aggregate. Fourth aggregate is the if you don't understand the third aggregate, discrimination is a perception. It's called perception also. The fourth aggregate is called compositional factor. So it's all the other thoughts other than the perception. All the other thoughts, because our thoughts, who drive us crazy? Our thoughts, thinking drive us crazy. Thinking make us sick and tired. Thinking make us cuckoo, huh? Cuckoo, huh? That's why the many people love sleeping, huh? In the sleep, you don't think, right? In sleep, huh? You don't think that much, you'll find a peace, huh? When you wake up, you don't find peace. The moment you open your eyes and your ears, then you start thinking, huh? Thinking 100,000 reasons I need to feel stress, worry, huh? So this thinking of hopes and fear. So the Avalokiteshvara go beyond this thinking. You watch closely your thinking, huh? But this thinking, it just comes and go and comes and go, comes and go. This thinking does not base on there's nothing to base on. There's, there's no inherent value. It has no ground. It has no the root. So you go beyond this thinking, the thought. That is the emptiness of the fourth aggregate. So then you will never ever disturbed by excessive thought. Actually, there's no thought at all. No thought. So the Avalokiteshvara entered into this fourth emptiness of the inherent existence of the compositional factor, the thought. And the fourth aggregate, the fifth aggregate is the consciousness. Okay, you go beyond your body, go beyond your feeling. Second, go beyond your perception, go beyond your all the thoughts. And then when you reach to the consciousness, reach to the consciousness. Then when you look at the consciousness, consciousness is like a river flowing. There's a river flowing. Huh? If you flow according to the river of flowing of consciousness, your life will be very easy. You will be able to embrace, accept everything that happens in your life. You say, this is my karma. This is my karma. You accept, and you let go, and you move forward with your life. You accept, you go, move forward your life. The many of your stress, tension, worry, fear, anxiety, depression will go away. Why? All this happened. You experience all this happened because you can accept what's happening in your life and around your life. That's why you say, why this happened to me? What goes around, what comes around. Universal uh, rule, karma. You reap what you sow. But once you accept it, then there's no resistance. There's no resistance. You flow. You flow. Then, okay, majority of the source of your stress, tension, worry, fear, all this drops. But then that consciousness drops, but still you are in samsara. Because that consciousness go take rebirth, go into the intermediate, take rebirth, and the aging, sickness, death goes, right? So you look at the consciousness carefully. Look at this consciousness carefully, closely. Then you see this flow of consciousness is not independent, solid. It's very, you see the gap. Then you go beyond this gap of consciousness, go beyond the consciousness. So that is the emptiness of the consciousness. So you never ever attach to consciousness. You will never ever attach to the living and dying. Because there is no living and there is no dying. Go beyond that consciousness, you stay there. Then you not only have no grasping, clinging, attachment to the body, feeling, and thought, even to your consciousness. Then you feel that there's nothing to attach in this life. There's nothing to attach. There's nothing to lose. It's a great freedom, huh? Nothing to lose. It's a great freedom. So Avalokiteshvara entered into this, the emptiness of the inherent existence of the consciousness, the fifth aggregate. So when Buddha gave the Heart Sutra, Buddha entered, not only Buddha entered into the deep meditation of emptiness, at that time all the Bodhisattvas, including Avalokiteshvara, also went into a deep meditation on emptiness of the five aggregates. Deep meditation. So, deep meditation on the emptiness. Then we continue Heart Sutra. Then the actual Heart Sutra comes. Well, now it's rare. That's rare. Actual Heart Sutra comes. Actual Heart Sutra, first point is what? Cushion. The cushion of, yes, the cushion of Shariputra. So here, starting, aggregate, then through the power of Buddha, the Venerable Shariputra said to the Avalokiteshvara, the Bodhisattva, the great being, How should a son of lineage train and wishes to engage in the practice of the profound professional wisdom? Thus he spoke. So that is the question raised by Shariputra. Now the actual Heart Sutra, the Shariputra is the one of the Buddha's very close disciple who achieved the arhat, and who has a very close relationship with the Buddha for many lifetimes. He has a very close relationship with the Buddha for many lifetimes. Yeah. So this Shariputra was also received all most of the Buddha's teaching, but Shariputra remained as a Theravada practitioner. You know, the Buddha after achieving enlightenment, Buddha turned the will of the Dharma 3 times. Buddha, of course, that means Buddha turned of the will of the Dharma 3 times. The first turning will of the Dharma, Buddha, were in Varanasi, at Deer Park. It's 1 hour, 1 night train from Bodh Gaya at Varanasi. That's first teaching called the Four Noble Truth. First will of the Dharma. The first will of Dharma, Four Noble Truth. 2 5 disciples. Buddha only give teaching to 5 disciples, huh? At the beginning, it looks like Buddha only have 5 disciples, but very, very ready to enjoy the nectar of Dharma. So after Buddha found the nectar of Dharma that brings him a deep inner peace and full awakening, Buddha want to share this. He want to share what he found, because he knows that what awakened him, this awakened him. His experience awakened him. So he want to share this Dharma like a nectar, you know. He want to share. But then he look around in the world. Nobody is ready to understand it. Nobody is ready to understand it. Nobody is open heart and mind to the nectar to go in. Nobody is ready. So Buddha said, I found nectar like Dharma. What he found, nectar is Dharma. That Dharma is Sabshi, profound Sava, profound Shiva, great peace, Sabshi, free from all the complications. Sabshi, Vesava, a luminosity, the great light. Vesa Dumacha, unconditional. So he found nectar like this in but no one is, I want to share this, but no one is ready. So for the time being, I remain silent in the deep forest. That's why after Buddha achieved enlightenment, Buddha did not, he did not find someone to share his experience. He remained silent without teaching for 40 days. He did not teach. Then after that, he looked through his clairvoyance, the wisdom. He saw his previous 5 disciples is ready now. For his previous 5 disciples is now ready to receive his teaching, receive his nectar. So Buddha go there from Bodh Gaya to go there. Now, back then, if you go from during that time, no car, no transportation, luxury. So you have to walk. I think from Bodh Gaya to Varanasi by train 1 night. If you walk, maybe three at least 3 weeks by walk. So Buddha go there to teach. You know, he did not ask Buddha to teach. You know, they did not send invitation letter to him to teach. He did not offer mandala. You know, ask Buddha to teach. They did not say like ritual to request Buddha to teach. No, Buddha, he did not request Buddha to teach. But Buddha initiated. You see, Buddha initiated because Buddha knows they are ready. When Buddha knows ready, then Buddha go there. When you are not ready, even you request Buddha to teach, Buddha will not teach. So Buddha initiated. Buddha go there. And when Buddha reached close to the 5 disciples, 5 companion, previous companion, his fellow friend, previous friend, spiritual friend, then all of these 5 saying that, oh, the loser is coming. The loser is coming. Because during that time, they practice the fast, not eating. They all the practice fast to find the truth, to find the answer. But Buddha also did that. But then all of them, including Buddha, become very weak. Very weak. Physical, very weak. So weak to the point that Buddha cannot cross the small stream. Buddha cannot walk straight. Too weak. So Buddha found that if I'm weak, I cannot help myself. How can I help other people? Just fasting is not enough. I want to find the truth. The fasting is not the answer. The Buddha left. So Buddha give up the taking the fasting and take the meal. And Buddha went into meditation, right? And then Buddha found the truth. So the 5 friends, so the old friend, Siddhartha is coming, you say, oh, look, the loser is coming. In the eyes, Buddha is the loser. Buddha give a fasting. So they among themselves tell each other, when he comes, no one of us greet him, receive him, okay? Nobody of us. Would you want to stand up and greet Buddha, Siddhartha? Okay, they agreed among themselves. But when the Buddha coming very close to them, they see the light, they see the aura, they see the Buddha. Look into the eyes of the Buddha. Buddha is different. Siddhartha, he's no more a friend, Siddhartha. Look into his eyes, he's different. Then one stand up, another second one also stand up. All of them stand up. All of them standing up and greeting Buddha. And then they said, Buddha, when I look at your body, look at your where you're working, look into your eyes, you are different. Did you find the truth? Buddha said, yes, I found the truth. Truth of the suffering, truth of the origin, truth of the cessation, truth of the path. But I just mention these words, huh? Just mention 4 words. Yes, I found the truth. Truth of the suffering, truth of the origin, truth of the cessation, truth of the path. When Buddha pronounced these 4 truths, then one of them goes straight into the truth. All of them went into a deep meditation. All of them, just by saying 4 lines, all of them went into a deep meditation. The first one, when the deep meditation reached to the path of accumulation. And 2 of them reached to the path of seeing. They seeing the emptiness directly. They're seeing the truth directly. And all of them achieve a realization. You see? So when that's for the, you see, when you are ready, when your heart and mind are open, then the nectar goes into your system. Right out, easy and right away. When the cause and confusions, everything is there, then it's very easy to understand and realize. Easy to wake up. Easy to wake up. So that's the first training wheel of the Dharma, Four Noble Truths. The second training wheel of the Dharma is the place is the virtual speak place, and then that teaching is called the Perfection Wisdom Sutra. That is the Heart Sutra. When a Heart Sutra, Buddha give the Heart Sutra through meditation, Buddha also during that time simultaneously Buddha give all the Perfection of Wisdom Sutra. That is for the wisdom. Second will of the Dharma is for the second turning will of the Dharma of no characteristics. It's called no characteristics. That is the Perfection Wisdom Sutra. Meaning there's nothing to grasp. There's nothing to grasp. Meaning that even not only the grasping to the suffering, even grasping to the happiness, the peace, to let go. Even grasping to the Buddha at the end. That's why in the Zen Sutra, it says, when on the road, when you meet the Buddha, cut the head of the Buddha. That means at the end, after you removing all the clinging, at the end, you cut clinging even to the Buddha. Because there's nothing to cling, nothing to cling. So that the third turning wheel of the Dharma is called the third turning wheel of the Dharma. In that teaching, what Buddha teach? In that teaching, Buddha teach Dhamma Tatu, Buddha nature, the Buddha nature. So the Shariputra, he collected all the Buddha's teaching, mainly the Theravada and some of the Perfection Wisdom Sutra. But the Shariputra is a Theravada, he remained as a Theravada. He's Aha. So then the Shariputra, Shariputra also in meditation during the when Buddha give the Heart Sutra teaching. When Buddha give, you have to remember when you give the Buddha give the Heart Sutra teaching, in what circumstances? Buddha went into deep meditation on the emptiness for the profound luminosity. At that time, Avalokiteshvara also in deep meditation on the emptiness of the five aggregate. Then Shariputra also in deep meditation. So looks like most of the close disciple of the Buddha, they all went into deep meditation. So Buddha blessed, inspired the mind of Shariputra through Buddha's meditation. Buddha blessed and inspired the Shariputra to ask the question. That's why Shariputra asked the question. So the question Shariputra asked, oh, how come? It's almost 8:15, huh? 2 hours finished. Oh, Mamma Mia, huh? I have not yet very started the actual answer. Okay, and that's why I'm saying that My house become longer and longer. More I teach, it become longer and longer. So anyway, today I stop here, and then next um, next week. So you continue chanting the Heart Sutra every day in the morning. Continue chanting. When you chant, I say you chant 100%. Okay, so when you chant, great benefit. Every time you chant, you gain mainly an infinite benefit, but included in the 4 benefit you every time you chant. First, when you chant Heart Sutra, you receive the blessing of Buddha. Because when you chant, you make it alive into you, within you. When you chant, you make the Heart Sutra alive within you. Second, when Heart Sutra alive within you, you receive blessing. Then second benefit, great purification. You feel right away, your mind is purified. Your mind is purified. Your mind is pure. Third benefit, when you chant, great merit. You feel in that moment when you chant Heart Sutra, you are satisfied. You are satisfied. So great merit. The fourth, the benefit you chant Heart Sutra is you feel you closer to the Buddha. One step closer to your inner Buddha. So that every time you also, once there's a saying that when you chant Heart Sutra, even just one word of Heart Sutra, it shakes the samsara. It shakes your samsara. You know, samsara lose its power on you. The ego lose power on you. There's many benefits. So just chanting, just chanting Heart Sutra is more great merit than chanting all the mantra, chanting all the sutra. So it's chanting is that much benefit. Then listening to the teaching, immense merit than chanting. Listening to the meaning of the Heart Sutra is immensely surpass the benefit of chanting. After listening, contemplate, analyze, you think about the meaning, then more greater merit than you listening. Then if you meditate, then even more meditate on the meaning of the Heart Sutra, then greater merit than contemplation. So you're great fortunate, great man. Your life become very amazing today to have the opportunity to receive this teaching. And it is also my great merit to have the opportunity to teach Heart Sutra. Actually, Heart Sutra is the teaching that I like the most. Heart Sutra is the first teaching that I came into my life. First teaching that came into my life when I was 8 years old. 8 years old. The Heart Sutra came into my life is quite interesting. The first teaching. One, I went to see a movie, a late night movie when I was 8 years old with my other friend. Then the movie finished very late. Then when I go back, they say my father will he get angry and beat us. So we went into the home of my mother's sister. And we stayed there overnight. And in the morning, then there's a the older guy showed me this is called the Heart Sutra. If you chant this, then Father will not angry with you. He will not beat you. He will love you and give you a gift. Asked me to chant it. At that time I can't chant. Like he said, you repeat after me. I repeat after him. So then, yeah, that is the first. Yeah, then when I go to see my the parent work, yes, it works. But later on, when I do it, it doesn't work. First time it works. Okay. Anyway, yeah. So this it great man, and so that you try to understand it. When you understand the Heart Sutra, just listening and understanding, try to understand, it gives a tremendous sense of spiritual power. Tremendous sense of spiritual power. It takes you deep. It takes you deep into you. So everybody chant every day until next week, and then you try to recall whatever teaching you received today. You recall, don't forget. You recall it and think about it. Okay, thank you. If you have a question, I take one.
Master, we have the questions from last week.
Yes.
Um,
You
Okay, so Thanan, she asked that when she do meditation, then she feel the pain on the top of her head. So how to overcome that feeling?
When she say it again.
When she do meditation, when she meditates, then she feel the pain on the top of her head, and then
She feels the what?
the pain, The bên,
Hand on the
yeah,
top of the head.
yeah, on the top of her head.
Yes.
And then she asked how to overcome that.
Okay. When you don't meditate, she don't have pain on the top of the head. The moment she meditates, then she feels the pain on the top of the head.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
okay. That is, first of all, that is a great news. Meditation is working. Meditation is working. Meditation awakening you. Don't try to overcome it. Because when you do meditation, nothing is happening. Meditation is not working. Something is happening when you do meditation. Okay. Something is happening, then meditation is working. Headache, when you do meditation, there's a great news. You rejoice it because your meditation, this meditation helping you, your poison is coming out. It's cleansing your system. Your poison is vomiting out. Negative karma is coming out. That big negative karma is a big negative karma that you have a big suffering becomes small because of purification, just become a headache, just become a headache. So you don't resist, you welcome. When you do meditation, you have a headache, you welcome. Oh, now it's a great sign of purification. Great sign of purification. I wish a more headache come when I do meditation. Then this headache will go away. It's a great news, okay, for you. Meditation is working for you to purify great negative karma in the form of a small headache. And then when you welcome it, headache come, then headache will go away. Okay, and then we'll finish here.
There's another question. Would you have time, Rinpoche?
Okay, one more, last. It's
Sure.
8:30 almost.
Right. So the question is, you had mentioned that in order to get to emptiness, we have to go beyond the emotion. So the
Yes.
question is, how can we go beyond the emotion but still keep our bodhicitta?
Oh. So when you bodhicitta, first of all, bodhicitta is not an emotion. Bodhicitta is not just a bubble emotion. Bodhicitta has a depth, unfabricated, spontaneous, a feeling of compassion and love. And that comes from the depth of your heart. So the emotion is that the emotion of the Emotion comes and goes and comes and goes. Bodhicitta, love and compassion always remain. The emotion comes on the basis of appearance, perception. You see this, you see that, you hear this, you hear that. But the bodhicitta comes from understanding, comes from wisdom, comes from meditation. Meditation is the seed, bodhicitta is the result, fruit. So first thing you need to know is bodhicitta, love, compassion, is not an emotion. So the emotion comes and goes, comes and goes. It's very impermanent. So you look at the emotion. You look at the emotion, whatever emotion comes in your within you, in your mind, you look the emotion without any judge, without any prejudice. Just look at it. Just watch it. Just witness it. When you look closely, then it takes you beyond it. It takes you beyond it. It takes you to the ultimate. That's how you go beyond the emotion. When you don't look at it, don't watch it, when you're not aware of it, you're not understanding it, then you can't go beyond it. When you let yourself drive by emotion, then you cannot go beyond emotion. You don't understand emotion. You don't go beyond emotion. Then emotion become our master. We are the servant. Okay, and we stop here. My battery is almost finished. It's going to finish in 1 minute. Okay, and we do dedication.
Dedication. Yes, thank you, Rinpoche.
Oh, Lama Sanje Rojo Ne Roche Malaba Ye Sala Goba Chanjo Sanjo Remboche Maje Banage Joje Yewa Nyamba Mewa Gone Kondo Bewa Nixima Breya. Menja Jambe lo so ra be sha la so okay, thank you.
Thank you very much, Ala.
Thank you so much, Rinpoche.
Okay,
Thank you, my Guru Rinpoche.
thank you.
Thank you, my Guru Rinpoche.
Thank you, Rinpoche.
Thank you.
You Rinpoche. Goodbye.
Thank you.
Tôi qua tìm author hả? Vô lý